So look, brothers and sisters, these folks had mortgages on you. You was their property. So don't think you still ain't this white man property. He had raised up his head great against the Most High by putting this pyramid here. Because the Lord took us out of Egypt. He took the Israelites out of Egypt with a mighty hand. And now since we broke all the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments, he brought us back into Egypt. Egypt don't mean nothing but the house of bondage. We improved that in 2 scriptures already. Now, let's get more proof on how Memphis, Tennessee, and this pyramid, reason why this pyramid here, because this was the central of slave trade. It say, the Mississippi River was for many slaves, a symbol of both liberty and bondage. You know, bondage means slavery. When families were broken up by the auction block, did we not just read in Joel 3:3? The Lord said, they cast lots for my people. A lot is an auction block. It say, when families were broken up by the auction block, it was often a steamboat which would carry slaves' loved ones away. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 32.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look in faith with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
The Lord said in Deuteronomy 28, verse 32, that since we broke his laws, statutes, and commandments, our sons and daughters will be given unto another people. What people did that happen to? That happened to the Negroes, the Latin Americans, and the Native American Indians. Now let's get some more history on this. It say, sometimes it was the children who were sent to the new owners. Read Deuteronomy 28 and 32 again, bro.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thine hand.
Because it wasn't no might in our hand to get our kids back when they sold our kids and took our kids away. Let me get Deuteronomy 28 and 41.
Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 41. Thou shalt beget sons and daughters, and thou shalt not enjoy them, for they shall go into captivity.
The Lord said we was going to have sons and daughters, but we weren't going to enjoy them because our sons and daughters was going to go into captivity because we broke his laws, statutes, and commandments. Now let's get some more history on this Mississippi River and this pyramid and this Ramses the Great right here, and how Memphis used to be the slave trade central of America. That's why they call this the Great American Pyramid.
Let me say something right there. You know, you brothers that's into the Egyptology and follow Malachi Z. York and that Nubian movie, I got a scripture right here for you. Isaiah chapter 30, verse 1. Woe unto the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with their covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not acts of my mouth. That's scripture right there. Yes, sir.
Proven, brothers, we got to come up out of Egypt. The Lord coming up out of Egypt means we got to stop doing what these Americans do. They legalizing homosexuality. They telling people they can have abortions. They breaking all the Lord's laws, statutes, and commandments. The Lord gave us 613 laws, statutes, and commandments. We broke every last one of them. He put this white man over us. He had rules to follow, and now he done broke every last one of them, and he has to pay for his sin. Let's get some more history on this Mississippi River and slavery, how this used to be the slave capital. It say Clay County, Mississippi ex-slave George Coleman recalled the youngsters were not usually sold until they were 12 years old. So they usually didn't serve the youngsters until they were 12 years old. It say, however, the age of selling depended on their sex, size, ability, etc. Sometimes a special order will come in for 1 or 2 younger ones, like when a family wanted the color children to play with theirs, you know. In those cases, the Mississippi must have seen a relentless force and implement of repression. Now look, the Mississippi River basically was slave trade central. They sold so many Front Street. I think they got a place down there that they used to sell slaves right there. They used to get off the ship right off in this area somewhere, and then went all throughout the country. Now we're gonna get proof since this pyramid was put here in 1991, that the crime rate in Memphis and exceeded up. Let me get Romans 9 and 17. Cause this white man, he ain't lifted up his head against the Most High. Cause he could have put anything right there. He didn't have to show and prove that he had his Lord chosen people in captivity. He could have just told us who he was. But he didn't want to tell us who he was. He don't want us to know who he was. Who he is. And that's why we bringing the truth out today. We gonna prove to our brothers and sisters that we the Lord's chosen people, and we went into slavery for breaking his laws, statutes, and commandments, and that this great American pyramid and this Ramses the Great represent that America is that they got the Lord's chosen people in slavery. Cause Ramses the Great was the same Pharaoh that had the Israelites in captivity in Egypt. Let me get Romans 9 and 17. Listen to what the Lord said to Esau.
Romans chapter 9 verse 17. For the scriptures say unto Pharaoh, even for this same purpose have I raised thee up, that I might show my power in thee, and that my name might be declared throughout all the earth. Therefore hath he mercy on whom he will have mercy, and whom he will harden, and whom he harden.
Because the Lord said, for this same purpose, he raised Pharaoh up. He raised Ramses the Great up so he can show his power. So this the same purpose he raising the white man up. That's why this guy ain't been taken down in no wars yet. Because the Lord gonna show his power. The Lord gonna bring him down. Now let's prove since 1991 that the crime